The maximum temperature for old-style NM or non-metallic Romex cable is 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature rating is due to the conductor insulation used in older NM cable, which is typically type TW, standing for thermoplastic insulated wire. Type TW insulation has a maximum operating temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. In contrast, newer NMB cable, the B designating it as being heat resistant, has a high maximum temperature rating of 90 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 194 degrees Fahrenheit. This high temperature rating is attributed to the conductor insulation used in NMB cable, which is type XHHW, or cross-linked type L and high heat-resistant wire. Type XHHW insulation is designed to withstand higher temperatures than type TW. It is important to note these temperature differences when working with electrical wiring to ensure safety and compliance with electrical codes. Using conductors exceeding their rated temperature may cause insulation degradation, resulting in short circuits or electrical fires. Always consult the cable markings and relevant electrical codes to determine the appropriate temperature rating for the specific type of NM cable being used. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines and regulations for electrical installations, including conductor temperature ratings and ampacity adjustments based on ambient temperatures and the number of current carrying conductors in a raceway or cable. Understanding the temperature limitations of different types of NM cable is essential for selecting the correct wiring for various applications and ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. For example, if an NM cable is to be installed in an area with high ambient temperatures, such as near a furnace or in direct sunlight, it is crucial to use NMB cable with its higher temperature rating to prevent overheating and potential insulation damage. Conversely, if the NM cable is installed in a standard residential environment with normal ambient temperatures, the older NM cable with a 60 degrees Celsius rating may be sufficient, provided it meets all other applicable code requirements. Factors such as the ampacity of the conductors, the type of overcurrent protection used, and the dirting factors for multiple conductors in a cable or conduit must also be considered to ensure the electrical system operates within safe temperature limits. Always refer to the NEC tables and guidelines for accurate ampacity and dirting information based on conductor type, size, and installation conditions. When working with electrical wiring, always disconnect the power supply before making any connections or modifications. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses, to prevent electrical shock and other injuries. If you are not familiar with electrical wiring practices or the NEC, consult a qualified electrician for assistance. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is essential to follow all safety precautions and code requirements to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system. Always inspect the insulation of NM cables before installation for any signs of damage, such as cracks, cuts, or abrasions. Damaged insulation can compromise the integrity of the wiring and increase the risk of electrical hazards. If any damage is found, replace the cable with a new one. When running NM cable through walls or ceilings, use appropriate cable clamps or supports to secure the cable and prevent it from being damaged. Avoid running NM cable in areas where it may be exposed to physical damage, such as in attics or crawl spaces. If it is necessary to run NM cable in these areas, protect it with conduit or other suitable means. When connecting NM cable to electrical devices such as outlets, switches, or light fixtures, ensure that the connections are tight and secure. Loose connections can cause overheating and arcing, which can lead to electrical fires. Use the correct size of wire connectors for the size of the conductors being used, and follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper installation. When splicing NM cable, use approved splicing methods and materials such as wire nuts or crimp connectors. Ensure that the splices are properly insulated and protected to prevent electrical shorts. Never leave bare conductors exposed, as this can create a significant electrical hazard. When pulling NM cable through conduit, use a cable lubricant to reduce friction and prevent damage to the insulation. Avoid pulling the cable too hard, as this can stretch or break the conductors. If you encounter any resistance when pulling the cable, stop and investigate the cause of the obstruction. Never force the cable through a tight space. When installing NM cable in wet or damp locations, use appropriate moisture-resistant fittings and connectors. Ensure that the cable is properly supported and protected from moisture. Consider using a waterproof enclosure for electrical devices in these locations to prevent water damage. When working with NM cable near metal objects, such as pipes or ducts, ensure that the cable is properly grounded to prevent electrical shock hazards. Use grounding clips or straps to bond the metal objects to the grounding system. Always test the grounding system to ensure that it is working correctly. When installing NM cable in areas with high electromagnetic interference, such as near transformers or radio transmitters, consider using shielded NM cable to reduce the effects of interference. Shielded NM cable has a metallic shield that helps to block electromagnetic radiation. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing shielded NM cable. When working with NM cable in older homes, be aware of the potential for asbestos insulation. Asbestos was commonly used in older wiring and insulation materials, and it can be a health hazard if disturbed. If you suspect that asbestos is present, contact a qualified asbestos abatement contractor for assistance. When disposing of NM cable scraps, follow all local regulations for disposal of electrical waste. Some municipalities may have specific requirements for recycling or disposing of NM cable. Never burn NM cable, as this can release toxic fumes into the air. Remember that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on the location. Always consult the local electrical inspector or a qualified electrician to ensure that your electrical work complies with all applicable codes. Staying informed about the latest electrical codes and best practices is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Also remember that modifications or additions to electrical wiring might require a permit. Be sure to check with your local authority. The information here is for general knowledge and understanding and does not substitute professional advice.